With all of the advances in medical science, there must be a cure just around the corner for lung cancer. This isn't the sentiment that I'm talking about that I just heard today or that I hear from people on online support boards now. This was a sentiment that I heard in my first stop smoking clinics. My first stop smoking clinics were in the mid 1970s. We're talking over 40 years ago. This was a sentiment that people came in with thinking like they really weren't that worried about smoking, the health implications, because, mostly smoking caused lung cancer. This is what they thought, and that there was a cure just around the corner. These kind of feelings are still expressed by people and felt by people that there's a cure around the corner, and this smoking that they're doing now isn't going to kill them because there's a cure for lung cancer around the corner. Well, 2 points I want to make here. All those people who were feeling that sentiment when I was first doing clinics, well, they went on, those who continued smoking because of it, they likely went on to smoke another 40 some years. There's a whole bunch of them that died from cancer of the lung because of a cure that never came in time for what they thought it was going to be. People playing this game now, thinking like, oh, because of all the advances in medical science, we're going to cure it, any time now. They're playing Russian roulette like these people did in the past, and those people lost their lives because of it. And the other point I want to make is, let's say they do come up with a cure tomorrow. Oh, that'd be great. It would save a lot of lives. Unfortunately, a majority of the people who were dying from smoking, they would still die. If they come up with a 100% cure for lung cancer tomorrow, smokers who were going to die from smoking would still be dying in really large numbers, because lung cancer is not the only risk that people faced. It's not the biggest risk that smokers face. The biggest risk, as far as numerical wise, were dying from heart disease and strokes. So they were cardiovascular type diseases and vascular problems. This is also talking about the lung problems induced by smoking. There's a series of conditions that's affecting almost every organ of the body at this point in time that smoking enhances the risks of. So just locking into one disease, lung cancer, and while it is a big one, and while it does take out a lot of lives, it's not the only risk faced by smokers, and in some ways, it's not the biggest risk faced by smokers. The way to minimize your risk of dying of all smoking-induced illnesses, though, it's not by waiting for science to fix the problems that smoking causes. It's eliminating the risk itself, smoking. And the way you do that is simply to make and then stick to a personal commitment to never take another puff